Welcome back to the topic electrolysis. Today we are going to discuss about chloralkali, that is electrolysis of sodium chloride solution. The electrolysis of saturated sodium chloride solution is the basis of a major industry. Three very important substances are produced in this electrolysis process: chlorine, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. The electrolytic process is a very expensive one, requiring vast amounts of electricity. The process is economical only because all three products have large number of uses. As I mentioned already, electrolysis of sodium chloride solution produces three products: chlorine, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. One of the product is chlorine and the other product is sodium hydroxide, that is an alkali. So this process is termed as chloralkali process. This process is considered as economically important one because all the three products have large number of uses. These uses we will discuss at the end. The electrodes of sodium chloride solution will produce chlorine gas at the anode and hydrogen gas at the cathode. First of all, the brine is first purified to remove calcium, strontium and magnesium compounds by a process of ion exchange. Then electrolysis conducting. When the current flows, the chloride ions are attracted to the anode and chlorine gas is produced by the electrode process. 2Cl minus gives Cl2 plus 2 electron. The hydrogen ions are attracted to the cathode and hydrogen gas is produced. 2H plus 2 electron gives H2. In the reaction medium, now there is Na plus and OH minus ions, both combine to form sodium hydroxide. In chloralkali process, the three main products are hydrogen, chlorine and sodium hydroxide. Now we will discuss about the uses. First of all, uses of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is used in soap industry, that is to making soap, paper industry, extraction of aluminium, preparation of organic and inorganic sodium salts, used in effluent treatment, used in textile industry, for example rayon, wool industry. Now uses of chlorine, used in the manufacture of hydrochloric acid, bromine production, used in water treatment, used in plastic industry, solvent preparation, used to make disinfectants, extraction of titanium, various chemicals like dyes, pesticides. Next one, uses of hydrogen, used in welding, used in food industry and used to prepare hydrochloric acid and ammonia, used as a rocket fuel. Now electroplating. Electrolysis is used to electroplate objects, that means coat them with a thin layer of metal. This is useful for coating cheaper metal with a more expensive one. How can possible this one? The object you want to be electroplate used as negative electrode. Which metal that you want to coat, that you can use as positive electrode. One suitable electrolyte used. The metal that you are going to coat, its salt solution you can use. For example, if you want to coat silver, you can use silver sulfate, silver nitrate. If you want to coat copper, you can use copper sulfate. That means which metal you want to apply, you want to coat, its salt solution you want to use. For example, you want to coat silver in a metal spoon. How you are going to do? As we already mentioned, the one which you are going to coat, that is silver you are going to coat on a spoon. That spoon is taken as cathode and silver rod is taken as anode. Suitable electrolyte. Here we use silver metal, so silver metal solution is used as electrolyte. When it is connected to that external circuit, that is power supply, then silver ions will be separated from silver and it is deposited on the surface of spoon, that is cathode. Then the spoon is changed to look like a silver spoon. Another example, electroplating with a copper. Here you are going to coat copper on a metallic spoon. Here you are using copper plate and metallic spoon. Copper sulfate solution is used. Here copper is connected to the external circuit. Then here we use that electrolyte is copper sulfate solution. Then copper is separated from copper plate and deposited on the metallic spoon. Now, how to purify copper by electrolysis, that is purification of copper. Because copper is very good conductor of electricity, it is used for electrical wiring and cables. Pure copper is also used in the manufacture of cooking utensils because it have high thermal conductivity. Even though there are small amounts of impurities, cut down this conductivity quite noticeably, whether it is fine wires or larger cables. For in this purpose, we want to use 99.99% pure. To ensure this level of purity, we want to purify copper. That is possible through electrolysis. How this is possible? To purify copper, first of all you want to take impure copper, that is taken as anode, and a pure copper strip taken as cathode. Suitable electrolyte, here we take copper sulfate solution, then pure copper will forms on the cathode. Now this can be illustrated with the help of diagram. In the step 1, a beaker with pure and impure copper rods dipped into copper sulfate solution. In the initial stage, in the step 1, we will take pure and impure copper rods, and pure copper rod is taken as cathode and impure copper be taken as anode. In the second stage, the pure copper rod is connected to the negative terminal of a battery and impure rod is connected to the positive terminal. In the third stage, when the current flows, the copper moves from the impure anode to the pure cathode. Any impurities that falls to the bottom of the cell and collect below the anode in the form of a slime. This impurity that deposited below the anode is known as anode mud or anode sludge. This anode mud is rich in precious metals, and the recovery of these metals is an important aspect of the economics of the process. This is the reaction takes place at the anode. Copper loses 2 electrons to become copper ion. At the cathode, copper ion receives 2 electrons to become copper. During the process, the impure anode loses mass because the copper atoms lose electrons and become copper ions. During the process, the impure anode loses mass because the copper atoms lose electrons and become copper ions. The electrons released at the anode travel around the electrical circuit to the cathode. Then copper ions receive 2 electrons and become copper atoms. Thank you.